doing that weird thing. I have a bunch of fans going. I know y'all can probably hear it, but it's just really warm in my house, and um, my computer's really warm, so I got to do it. So, how is everybody tonight? Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to open this up, and I need to get on TikTok. Yes. There I am, live on TikTok. I'm live, baby. I'm live. Yes. There's already 52 people here. Unreal. That is unreal to me. Let me move this back a little bit. Okay. All right. Woo. Hey, Jack of Yarns. How you doing? So good to see you. You're getting so much done this month. I love following your projects. I love the way you think and design. I love the way you design with all the diagrams and the stuff, and you're so organized and so like opposite of how I design. I'm like fly by the seat of my pants. I'm like on a live with people, and they're like, which color are you going to do next? And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I'm not planning. They're like, you could do this or you could do that. And I'm like, I'm not planning it. My brain can't do that. Hey, Linda. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, so at the end of the last live, I don't know if you all remember, I said, this doesn't look like I'm going to have enough yarn to finish. I bet I miscounted my repeats. And I did. I miscounted my repeats. So guess what that means? This is my last repeat. Yes, it is. Yes, sirree. There they are. Actually, this is in the wrong place. This should go here. This was actually the first one. Of course, anybody that's been watching this from the beginning is going to watch those other videos and be like, but you said there were da-da-da-da-da. So I don't know what to even do about that. I'll have to go back and fix it. But yeah, I get a lot of people mad at me right now about my videos and my patterns. So this is the one that I made that I know only took one mandala bonus bundle to complete. And I don't remember what size hook, but it's a little, it might be a little stretched out, I'll say that. So there's the first one right there. And there's the second one. And there's the third one. And there's the fourth one. And there's the fifth one. And there's the sixth one. Where is it? Right there. And there, it took me forever to do this the other day. And there is the, yeah, right there. And there is the seventh one. So look, all I have left to do is one row of double crochet and then the border. Actually, a row of double crochet. Oh goodness, what do I have to do here? I have a row of double crochet, a row of single crochet, the top edge, and then the border. It's the same color as that. I'm just wondering if this top edge, and what I realized also, see this, how there's no gray? I think I got this. Hey, Tara, my other sister's here now. I think I bought this at the Lion Brand outlet, this mandala bonus bundle, before they even released them. So I think this might have been a boo-boo. So we'll see. We'll see if I have enough yarn. I think I'm going to be cutting it close. Sometimes when I'm designing, I do weird things. So we'll see. If I don't have enough, everybody's going to have to go back to the Lion Brand site and or another mandala bonus bundle. Let's see. Eye hook, eye hook. Okay. Yep, they're the same, but I think I was using this coral one. Not sure. So let's, oops, I pulled a stitch out. So let's see. So this is row 6. It starts with the chain 3, skip 2, and then double crochet. I'll have to look at the pattern to see how many, because y'all know I don't count. This is row 6. It says 8, 11, 14. It'll be 17 or 20. I'm going to add them to the pattern since I went all this way. So let me see how many there actually are. 3. Oh, let me do this. Swap cameras. 4, 5, 6, 7, hang on, 8, thank you user 529600153, Momster Mash, 1983. I like your username. How's everything going, Tara? Did you all make it to school okay? I guess I'm gonna say goodbye to the label. Look at my yarn. That's what it looks like. I like to pull from the inside. Let me see, did I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. And then 5 in the top. Oh, well, what do you know? Looks like I was not paying attention and I only did 3. So I'm gonna fudge. If you're watching this as a tutorial, I apologize. I made a mistake. What do you know? Please be nice to me. Stop reaching out to me to ask for help and ask for questions and like being mean about it. 99% of the time, I'm sorry to say this, you're reading the pattern wrong or you're not following it correctly. I can't be mean to you and say that, but sometimes I do want to like knock some people over the head and say, read it again. See what you missed there? Hello, McFly. Hi, Tiff 8673509 or whatever. 530 8675309. I've been crocheting since I was 7. First thing I ever crocheted was a scarf for Santa Claus. The only thing I could think of when I signed up for Ravelry was Betty McKnit. And here we are. How many years later? That was 2007 I did that. 14 years. Would that be 14? I don't know. I can't math. Let me get in a little closer on TikTok for y'all. 8, 6, 7. Of course, it'll be stuck in my head for the rest of my life now. Okay, so I did 5 in the peak, and I messed up down here, so that's what happens when you don't count. So I have a fudge right here, but I should have 19 coming down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Uh-oh. I have 20. Good thing I counted. Let me see. Let me make sure it's right. Yes, it's 20. 17, 20. I just typed that at the beginning of the call, so I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, good grief. So you have your 20 and then you skip 2 in the bottom. And look, when you skip your 2 in the bottom, you'll be skipping 1 from this side and 1 from that side. I was helping somebody today that was having a hard time understanding that. They kept skipping 2 and the 2 would be like over here somewhere. You taught yourself in March of 22. Wow. So what kind of things have you made? I think my patterns, my 6-day patterns they are technically, according to the Yarn Council, the Craft Yarn Council, they are beginner level patterns, but I would not, I think they are beginner pummeling you into intermediate. I think once you finish a 6-day kid blanket, you could call yourself intermediate and, you know, tackle something harder. Hey, Amy. Good to see you. I haven't had a chance to do what we talked about last night, but I'll do it. I didn't forget. I had to go up to, where did I go yesterday? Virginia Beach for my car, to have my car looked at. The radio in my car is broken, and it's going to take 2 to 6 months to get a new one in. And I mean, they're calling it the radio, but it's the thing that brings your map up when I plug my phone in, and then my whole map comes up. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Hi, Deborah. Yes, the pattern is the 6-day Superstar Shawl, and it is on my website, bettymcknit.com. I do amigurumi a lot. I've made octopi, aliens, and working on a blanket. Nice. I have no interest in making plushies. They do not sing to me the idea of making them. So I've been coming live for, hey, Debbie. Jack of Yarns. I know I think your first name's Jacqueline. Do you go by Jackie? Whoops. go by Jacqueline, okay. Yeah, I love the way you design. I love the stuff that comes up. Did you apply for the Crochet Fashion Week? You really should. I really hope you did. Crochet too loose to make amigurumi. I mean, I've done it. I just didn't enjoy it. I feel like at least 50% of crochet talk is people making plushies and amigurumi, and I'm not one of them. Yes, you're welcome. I hope you get it. I don't have enough garments to do it. I just don't think that is my not cup of tea. I don't think I'm on the level to do it yet. I see like you and Patty, the skinny hooker, making like these really unique garments. I think you guys will be really good in that. But I hope to go to Atlanta and see it and be a spectator or whatever. I don't know if they need volunteers or like people to help. I would do that. Hey Betty, the 6-day blanket is my go-to whenever I need a shower gift. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Love that there are so many ways to change colors for different looks. Yes, there are. It's crazy to me that one blanket can do so many things and look so many different ways. It's really wonderful. It's a cool little pattern. How are you doing today, Debbie? What you working on? I am just delving into garments right now, but almost all of my patterns are 6-day, the same 6 rows of crochet stitches, 2 rows of granny, a single crochet, 2 rows of double, and another row of single crochet, and a chevron. I think the chevron is what really makes it 6-day, but not not all of them chevron, but to me the chevron is the really unique thing about it. So I was resistant to doing non-chevroning items for a long time, but I did put out a granny square, 6-day granny square earlier this year. We're taking applications for different event helpers. Oh, I didn't see that. I'm going to apply for that then and get me there. Get me there. I can probably drive there from here. I'm in North Carolina. I need to look into it more. I just saw that it was going around and that they were taking patterns for designers, and I thought of you. Your videos and Patty's come up like all the time for me, so she was really pushing it for a while there. Working on a Superstar Shawl, row 6 of the first repeat. Debbie, I went to Michael's yesterday and I looked at those cloud cakes. I think I bought one. I bought a couple of the new cakes just for the heck of it. And then I saw that they have some tea cakes out. They have a few colors of tea cakes. They have the blue ones, the Ocean Night. They have smoked fruit, which is my favorite. And they had a couple of the other colors, the rainforest, the green ones. And they are $12.99 now, $13. Hey, Amy. So my sister Amy is on TikTok and my sister Tara is on YouTube listening. Now I can't talk about my fam. Now I can't complain. Yeah, Patty's awesome. Thanks for the rose. How you doing? You said work was crazy today. You bought 2 more colors in cloud cakes. I think I did get 20% off of my whole order. Yes, I did. I bought them. I bought tea cakes. I saw them and I asked, weren't these discontinued? And they said no, they're active in the system. And then I went on the website and I saw that they're on the website. It's like 5 colors. All I can think is that they still had some in the warehouse or something that just made it here because of supply chain or whatever. I have no idea. But there they were. Karen tea cakes. And 2 of my favorite colors. I'm going to drag all the ones I have out and set up my kits and sell them once and for all. I did look at the spice cakes. I thought they were pretty cool. I bought, was it spice cakes that I bought? Thank you for the hand hearts. TikTok made me set a goal. So I set a goal for hand hearts. So hit me with them hand hearts, fam. I think I bought one of those spice cakes. I'm not sure. I bought 2 of them. They're still in the car. And then I went to the mall. I haven't been to the mall in so long. I went to the mall and I bought a couple new, it seems like I have nothing but pants and I have no tops, or maybe I just like blow through my tops, sweating holes in the pits and all that stuff. But yeah, so I went, tried on a couple tops. I bought a couple dresses. I went to Old Navy. I know we're not supposed to go there, but I went through their clearance rack and I bought this weird little onesie jumpsuit shorts thing. And let me tell you, that has been my uniform. I came home from wherever I was. Where did I go? I went to get my hair and nails done today. And I came home and I was just like, I just want to put that onesie on. Thanks. I got the color change nails. Again, let me put them in my drink. So when they get really cold, they change colors. See that? It's green. I'm sticking my fingers in my drink to get them cold. Looks like it actually goes purple on the ends. That's gross. A new colorway in cotton cakes. They had a couple of the anniversary cakes too. I didn't buy that. I bought a couple online though. They're sitting there. So let's see. After I do this shawl, complete this shawl, I think I'm going to do some hats. And then I think that, I don't know, what would you all like to see me do next? Would you like me to see me do one of those rainbow tea cake blankets? Or I think something that I get a lot of questions about and people struggle with is that the viral baby blanket with the straight start. I get a lot of questions about that. People get really frustrated. So I think maybe I need to do that. Star blankets, always. I think people are always doing those now. I did already do a star blanket crochet along earlier this year, and I did a superstar crochet along. Maybe I should do a supernova. You could do a 6-day supernova blanket. I don't know, y'all tell me what you want. And I do think I need a VA, somebody that understands crochet, that can go through my YouTube channel and help me organize it and tag all the videos properly, title all the videos with good SEO, put good thumbnails on them, and just like clean it up, because it is a hot mess, my friends. You can't wait for the hexagon cardie to come out. It's almost ready. Would you like to test it for me? I would love to have you test it if you want to. Wendy Walker says yes, Supernova. If you DM me with your email, I'll send you the pattern. It's like a it's a design your own. It's not like a set pattern for anyone, like size or style. It's like a design your own. So I give a lot of different options. How about making a pocketed unicorn scarf? Let's see. Like 2 weeks. Could do a deadline of like 2 weeks. You know, I have designed a hooded infinity scarf, and I've also designed a pocket shawl. So maybe I should do a scarf with a hood, like a pocket shawl with a hood. Jacqueline, even if you just look it over for me and, you know, like just give me your thoughts on it, because I think it's almost ready. It's almost ready. I have people in my membership community have been workshopping it. So I have about 6 sweaters that have been made with different options. Unicorn is the hood part. That's a great design idea. I'd really like to know too, like what, which of my patterns that people would like me to make on video like this so that they can follow along. Well, I'll send it to you and you let me know when you think. I think I'd like to release it like around the middle of October. So about a month away, I'd say. You could absolutely post it, you know, on social as much as you wanted, whatever you wanted to do. But yeah, it's like a, you always have so many works in progress too. I feel kind of bad asking you. You always have so much going on, so many of your own designs. I know I don't have time to test for anybody else. I barely have time to like take a shower. The lady at the post office today, when I went in to get my stuff, I had just taken a bath and I was going to get my hair done, so I didn't put all my like, you know, like handfuls of leave-in conditioner, coconutish, you know, smelling stuff that I usually put in my hair, but I just did wash and conditioner, rinsed it all out, and I went to the post office, and the lady at the post office said, "You smell really good when you come in here, and the other day you were here and whatever perfume you had on, your scent like lingered in here for for like a while, and I was like, wow, somebody has some good perfume. Meanwhile, it's just like, like hair conditioner stuff from Walmart, just like the curly hair stuff. And I thought, wow, how many times have I come in here? And how many times have I been in this post office when I hadn't showered in like days and I was wearing something I slept in, and I was like, even I could smell my own BO. And like, I wonder if she was like low key telling me, like, hey, lady, you smell really good today, but sometimes you stink when you come in. She was like, you left your odor behind. I was like, oh my God, I'm always showering from now on before I go to the post office. My sisters are here. They know I'm gross. Thanks for the hand, heart. Heart hands, whatever they're called. Tara said hi over on YouTube or Facebook, but I don't think she's still there because I asked her a question. She didn't respond. I think it was just a one off. I was like, uh oh. Maybe Tara could be my VA and organize my YouTube channel for me. Yeah, Tara was on either YouTube or I think maybe it was Facebook, because I go live on I use Ecamm Live, the software, and Restream, and I stream to different platforms at once. Hi, Brenda. Wonderful. Yep, I've been catching all your comments and questions. So I'm looking forward to seeing your shawl. I hope you really enjoy the project. Please show it off in the groups and online. Tag me so I can see it. I'm so excited. This is my last row. Well, I have the single crochet row after this. Scott rode his electric bike to work today. I made him get a helmet. Wow. I've been seeing people more and more on those electric bikes. I hope so, but Brenda, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the live, so you're going to hear me in the videos saying that I have more repeats to do than I actually did. So Yeah. Make sure you watch this one before you go too far, because I thought I had one more repeat to do, and I don't. I'm done after this. I mean, not done. I have the border to do. Oh, nice. Well, you would love furls then. You would love the Furls Odyssey. Do you use them? They are made, the Odyssey is made for people that hold like butter knife hold, I think. Knife hold, I think is what they call it. I can hear my Roomba. She's been trying to get to her little charging station pretty much the whole time I've been on this call. She must really be stuck somewhere. Oh, good. I don't know if you remember also, there was also a mistake on row 5. At the end of row 5, it said to skip 2 when it should say skip 1. But I'm gonna, when I finish doing this on this live, just to make sure there's nothing else that needs to be updated, I'm going to update the pattern, and wherever you bought it from should send you an updated copy. But that was the big change, and I was talking to Debbie, was on one of the calls in the membership community the other night, and she was saying the same thing. I counted and counted and counted. This doesn't work, and it's because there was a typo in the pattern or a mistake. Okay. The row ends with skip 1 and double crochet into the top of the turning chain. I'm going to go right to row 7 because I'm in a hurry. Ooh, look at this. Chain 1, single crochet in every stitch across the row, 2 single crochet in the peak. It's saying my connection's unstable. One, 2. I wanted to time myself, but I forgot. Let me see, how long have I been on? I've been on for 39 minutes, and all I did was 1 row, just on my 2nd row. When all the videos are done, we can add them up and see how long this would actually take. Maybe I could put it in the pattern and say, if you want to complete it in 6 days, you should work about, this many hours. Whoops. Still waiting for my yarn from Lion Brand. Row 6, the last line should show increase in parentheses, right? What? Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm also going to change it to, thank you, Debbie, include all the numbers for all the repeats and you know, the correct number of repeats that I've made, and then it's just in the pattern say if you want it to be bigger you can keep going, but this way it'll have, thanks so much, appreciate it, it'll have all the, so it's actually 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, it's six pattern repeats. So I might make a couple adjustments to it to say this is how many I did. It, you know, only uses one bonus bundle unless you want it to be bigger. You can keep going and you'll need more. I'm going through both. I think the Roomba must be stuck on something. I can hear it and it just keeps going over the same the stuff. Let's see. Nadio, what are you saying? Let's see. We've seen other ones that crochet on here. Oh yeah. This is the 6-day Superstar Shawl. Thank you very much. There's the 6-day Superstar Shawl. There's a 6-day Superstar Blanket. And there's a 6-day Superstar Holiday Tree Skirt. And there's also a star blanket, a star shawl, and a star tree skirt. And there's a supernova blanket, a supernova shawl and a Supernova tree skirt. You can have 6-day kid blanket, everything. Amy, does your electric bike have fat tires? You want to ride that on the beach, right? So when I went to have my car um, repaired yesterday, I accidentally ended up over at the showcase, the sales side of the dealership. And I walked in and I said, I have an appointment for service. And they said, why don't you just buy a new car? Why don't you take a look at this car? This is the redesign of the car that you have. Why don't you let us sell you a new car? Hi, Kathy. Wow. Why don't you let us sell you a new car and so you can avoid the bill, the service bill? And I was like, ha 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 ha, very funny. Leave me alone. Let me go get my car fixed. So I go over there. The radio is still under warranty, but it's going to take 2 to 6 months to get a new one in for them to fix it. Plus, I have the damaged front end. I got an estimate on that. It's $1,700. I have a $500 deductible, so I could claim it on my insurance. But I just thought, you know what? Maybe I should trade it in. And then if I did, I could get a 4-wheel drive vehicle that I could drive on the beach. Which is what I said I was going to do when I got a new car. When I'm ready to get a new car, I'm going to get one with 4-wheel drive so that I can drive on the beach. But I'm definitely going to need an electric bike with fat tires. Hey, there's my whole team. Kathy, Debbie, and Pat. How y'all doing? You working on your hexes? Well, Debbie's working on her Superstar Shawl. Hi, thanks for the follow, Brittany. Nadios says, I mostly crochet blankets. Have you made a 6-day kid blanket yet or a 6-day star blanket? I asked somebody the other day, they were on a live and I was just watching and I said, have you made a 6-day kid blanket? And they said, I don't make blankets for kids. It was a dude. And I was like, well, you can make it in any size. I was like, well, I would never be attracted to that just because of the name. And I was like, well, you should be. Oh. Debbie says she needs to split her cake so she can match her color band. Based it all together, working on the star tonight. Cool. I gotta try and keep up with y'all. I gotta work on my hexagon and take some photos of it and write that all up for you. Mine's gonna have a hood, so I want to get to the hood and get it written up and in the pattern before you all have to worry about the hood. I don't think any of you are making hoods besides me. Whoops. Kathy says, ready to start my row of single crochet around the whole sweater. Where should I start? I'm not doing a collar on mine, no. But I think I did write up the collar stitches for the collar and put it in the pattern. If I didn't and you want it, let me know. Kathy, to answer your question, your row of single crochet, I would start it on the side, which to me would be the least visible place, you know, like to start and end. Not that it's going to be like visible, but yeah, I would put it on one of the sides right here, or the back of the neck, or somewhere that's like, you know, is that Missy's sister? Who are you talking about? No, I've got 3 crocheters over here from my membership community that have been active in the design workshop part of the community where we workshop new patterns. So they're all making hexagon sweaters, and everybody has, each one of them have a little different, everyone's doing different options. So the sweater will have options for a collar, a band, a hood. Yeah, I did. I wrote it up. I wrote it up, but I ripped it off the sweater. Debbie, I didn't realize you were still going to do a collar. Yes, the cuff is there too. If I didn't put the ribbing already in the pattern, check the project course in the McKnitiverse, because I'm pretty sure I put it there. I had a busy last couple days. I need to sit down and do some of this written work, busy work, I call it. Yes, I did it. And then I ripped it off. I don't see a Missy on here, but maybe she's here and I missed her. She has not identified herself if she's here. Thank you, Carmelia. You know, I wanted to tell Camille um, that I saw Lion Brand yarn. Last year, they had special yarn that was for projects that they had that were based on that show, Schitt's Creek. And I just saw that they had an ad that I saw that said there are stranger things happening at Lion Brand Yarn. And like their logo was upside down and it was like styled to look like Stranger Things. So I'm wondering if they might be coming out with like yarn and patterns that are based on Stranger Things. Carmelia, it's Lion Brand Mandala bonus bundle in the color Babar. I don't think my order has shipped yet. Oh, when she was here, that was all she talked about was Stranger Things. Two single crochet in each peak in the center, double crochet in the 5, the group of 5. That's okay. Yeah, you can order it from Lion Brand. I haven't, we've been talking about it on these lives. I had bought it I had seen it in Joann's when it first came out, but I haven't seen any in a while. Okay, I'm just going to lay this down for a sec because I'm at the end of the last repeat. Ta-da! Proceed to top edge row 1. On your final row, make 3 single crochet in the last stitch of the row. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, and I'm actually going to change to this little, remember when I cut the colors? I'm going to switch to this guy. Let's see how far I get with him. If I get all the way across the row, I think I will. Continue down the sides of the rows across the top edge of the shawl, treating the turning chains and the single and double crochet stitches like foundation chains. Single crochet across the top edge, working under 2 threads of each stitch and leaving 1 thread below, creating a beautiful even edge to the work. The number of single crochet you will put in each stitch will vary depending on your tension. Lay your work down often to check that your edge is laying flat and adjust the number of stitches accordingly. So people seem to want me to say, put 1 single crochet in each single crochet, put 2 single crochet in each double crochet, and put, 1 to each chain stitch. But unfortunately, it doesn't always lay flat when you do it. So there's no exact formula. But the general rule is that you can do 1 for 1. But right off the bat, I see this is like already over this one, so I'm going to go to here. And I'm just treating them like a foundation single crochet. Well, I can go, let's see. I don't usually like to go into that big space, but let's just do it. I'm just going to do it. Okay, so I'm going under 2, and I'm leaving 1 underneath. I'm just going to go right into the hole. Let me get a little closer. If you do too many, it's going to buckle. It's going to ruffle. And if you don't do enough, it's going to pull. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, I'm going under 2, and I'm leaving 1 on the bottom. See, there's 1. Oh, Debbie! She says, Lion Brand has mandala yarn. Buy 2, get 1 free. Ends tomorrow. Oh my goodness. This is supposed to be Stash Bust September. I don't even have that much mandala stashed, if I'm really being honest. I mean, I looked at my stash the other day and I was like, there's really not enough here to do anything with. I'm failing Stash Bust September. Thank you so much for the likes, chains, and yarns. Okay, so lay it down. Remember, my motto is lay it down and admire it. So make sure you lay it down and look at it often. All right, I know that's like really close for y'all on TikTok. Okay, you go under 2. This is kind of painstaking. It's like, working into a, see, I'm kind of skipping 1 there. You're working into a foundation chain, which we all know is not fun. But, just take your time with it and be really detail oriented, make it nice. I know that a lot of people like to work into the holes, right into the holes, but do you see how my stitches are so evenly spaced? If you work into the holes, you're going to have a little bit of a clump of stitches here, and then a space, and then a little bit of a clump. So that's why I do it that way. Edie Eckman does it that way in her book too, so don't come after me, go after Edie. Wait, hang on, before I get too far on this, I just had a thought. Let me see what I actually did. Okay. I did the gray first, and then the blue, and then another round of gray, so hang on. I'm glad I didn't cut the yarn. I do some things right. Every once in a while, I do something right. Okay. Do this now. I have the holes already set up because I already did it once. So I can just go in. That's a double crochet. That's the side of a single crochet. I don't go into every single one. Thank you for the likes. I don't think I should buy any more Lion Brand yarn right now. I don't think I should buy any more mandala yarn, but I might check it out. I had some in my cart the other day when somebody was on one of these lives and said, Lion Brand sale, ladies. And I went running over there to get some bonus bundles. And I also bought some of the tweed stripes because I believe it's discontinued. Okay, keep laying it down. Make sure it's not pulling. Make sure it's not ruffling. Keep laying it down. Take your time. Take your time with it. I know we want things to go faster, but sometimes having an attention to detail is like, it just makes all the difference in your work. Hey, you retired bird. You're making a sampler blanket. That's cool. $24 cakes. $24 cakes. Why did it just... Retired bird, it's something called the 6-day kid blanket. It started off as a blanket, a toddler blanket, and then it became a whole bunch of other stuff. So check that one out. If you like making blankets, you're going to love the 6-day kid blanket. And I have a whole group on Facebook just to answer questions about the pattern. And I've adapted into different things. Star shape, scarves, hat. And this is one of the adaptations, and this is it's called the 6-day star shawl. And I've been working the whole thing on live, which has been really fun. I've never done a whole project on a live before. Not of this magnitude. Okay. Well, this is how I do my edges. I'm going to put a top edge and then a decorative edge around the border. I think I'm going to have plenty of yarn. Yeah, but if they're buy two, get one free, you really only have 16 coming, not 24. Because you have 8 free ones that don't count. I think it was 35% when you bought those, so you have more than 8 free ones. Yeah, my chain stitches tend to be a little on the tight side, and I think that's why sometimes my edges curl a little, because I do tend to chain a little bit tight. I'm also like really taking my time, and I'm carefully deciding where I'm gonna put each stitch, because I want it to be nice and even and flat. She's got Mandala Bonus, Babar 2, Pegasus 2, Genie 2, Spirit 4. Nice. I mean, the mandala is such a great yarn. I love the colors. I love the weight of it. It's a really versatile yarn. And it looks spectacular crocheted up into a 6-day star something. I think the best 6-day star for mandala is the Supernova. And I like to alternate the starting ends so that the colors reverse back and forth. I'm doing a Supernova with multiple cakes. About to get Pegasus and Gnome. Well, you better go order it. I got Yeti also. Then I was going through my stash and I have a few cakes of that brownie, which I really like. But it's similar to the Yeti. So I don't know, maybe I'll combine them. Ferris Cotton, Ombre, Mantra, Joy. Wow. Can't wait to see all that. I like the Ferris wheel. I was, where was I that they had it on the shelf? And I almost bought some. I must have been at a Michael's. Retired by Bird. When did you start crocheting? Been doing it since I was 7 and I'm 55. Cool. Keep laying it down, keep laying it down, keep laying it down. Make sure it doesn't ruffle or curl. My sister must have left. I don't see her here anymore. Like Ombre, Mantra. Nice. I have a few of the ombres also. I don't think I have enough to do any real thing with unless I make up a couple hats or something with them. Maybe I'll do a 6-day kid blanket hat because I know I had made I had made one that I sold, and I remember when I sold it, I was like, oh, that was really nice. I should have kept that. You know, today the patterns are very different and advanced. Well, there are some. I think my patterns are kind of old school, traditional. I think pattern writing has been more standardized, which I think is a good thing. But I know there are some really beautiful advanced patterns out there that people make. Some of these, like Sophie's Universe and um, the Phoenix. I've seen that. What are some of the other? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What are some of the other ones I'm thinking of? I'm always saying in the McKnitiverse, like, I want to make one of those. If I had time to, when I get time to work on something of somebody else's design. Thank you, retired bird. I'm glad to have you here. So this young kid that did my nails was like 18, and he didn't do a very good job. So I have little snags. I had to file them. Already once. Already once. He knew they weren't very good. He gave me a 50% discount, and it took forever. I couldn't even be mad at him because he was so young. It's like, I don't know, like my nieces and nephews, like that's how old he seemed. Somebody's hand on your phone looks like your hand. My sisters, I have 3 sisters, and they all live in the same town. And I grew up in that town, but I haven't lived there since I was 22, 30 plus years. But bye, Linda. Good seeing you, my dear. Thanks for checking in. The heck. But we all look alike. And, I'm not there very often, but like sometimes I do show up in town, and I was living in New York for a while, so sometimes they'll say like, "Are you the one from New York?" Because I'm the only one that doesn't live there. But sometimes people will just be talking to me, and I will have the awareness that they don't know which sister I am, or that they think I'm one of the other sisters, and I don't know who they are, and they're talking to me like they know who I am, or like as if they know me or they think they know me. So I think I look the most like my youngest sister Tara, but at different times, like with us having different hair color and at different ages, I think I've looked like different sisters. There was when I was in college with my sister Missy, people used to think we looked exactly alike, even though she had dark hair and I had blonde hair. In high school, everyone thought my sister Amy and I looked exactly alike. I think I look the most like Tara now, but so wouldn't be surprised if Scott thought my hands were your hands. Except you wear a lot more rings than I do. What? Well, my whole family is still there in that same town, and like all the people that I went to school with. Um, that's funny. Yeah, all the people that we went to school with, like all their kids go to school with my sister's kids, my younger, like my two younger sisters, they have young kids and still in, like high school and junior high. And so, yeah, sometimes we'll be at some of these events and it'll be like, oh, there's so and so, and there's their kid, and that's so and so's kid, that's so and so's kid, that's so and so's kid. And sometimes I can tell who it's their kid. Um, but most of the time I'm just like, oh, yeah, okay. Whatever. Let's see. Kathy's asking me a question. On single crochet, should I use a size smaller hook? I don't think you should unless you would like it to, gather up, but I don't think you should. No. Well, I was in New York for about 5 years, and last year my kids both flew the nest, left the nest for good, and so I decided to kind of find a place to call my own. Wasn't feeling like where I was in New York was home. And so I left, and now I live on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, right by the beach, and I absolutely love it here. Sometimes I miss the idea of being a New Yorker. And we were on one of my calls, we were talking about Broadway shows, and I had this feeling of like, oh man, I can't just go to the city and see a show. But for like a whole year and a half that I was there, because of the pandemic, I couldn't go to New York and see a show. So I think that was the end of the day the reason why it stopped feeling like the right place for me. Everything changed. Ugh, I don't know what this mess is here. I don't like this big hole, so I'm going to go under that and crochet it up to here. I don't know if that's correct, but I just made up my own technique. You're welcome, Kathy. I know my sisters and I, our voices all sound the same, and well, I mean, our mom can't hear that well anymore, so we can't do this. We can't torture her like this the way we used to, but she, we used to call her on the phone and purposely not say who we were and just start talking. And we we one time had like this little conversation between the four of us about how we would do that and what we would say. And so we all said like, okay, when she answers the phone, we're gonna say, "Hey, mom," like that, and we like practiced it, like doing it, so we would all sound the same. And we did that for a while. She couldn't tell who it was, and she would not ask us. She would not say, "Who is this?" And a couple times I was talking to my mom, and we were talking for a good um, 4 or 5 minutes, and sometimes a fairly long time. And then she would say, "Oh, it's Beth." I'm like, this whole time you didn't know it was me? Well, I knew she didn't know, but there were a couple times I was surprised by how long it took her to realize it was me. So I just wanted to say this is where I cut a color, and I you can see how when I pull the new color through the last two loops of the stitch, and then I flip the two ends over the working yarn, and I keep going, and that keeps it kind of not really locked in place, but it keeps it from like making this big gap and this big hole. So that's where I changed it. And then I put the green one this way towards the green, and I put the green, it's all blue, but under this light this looks green, and this looks like light green, but it's not, it's blue. So I put this one that way and this one that way towards the color that it matches, and I worked over them for like 3 stitches, and then I'm gonna leave the end to dangle, and then I'm gonna weave it. When I'm all done, I'm gonna weave it into the color that it matches. Okay, so I do not tie knots, and do not just work over the ends because it is not secure. And I only tie knots in emergencies. Usually it's only necessary if somebody tied a knot or something came undone and there's not enough left to repair a hole that was made, and then I will tie it. I could never keep things going like that, like the whole thing about my, my business name or my pseudonym or my fake name. I don't want to talk about this too much, but it came from prank calls that we used to making prank calls. My, one of, not my sister, that's Amy, that's on this call, but one of my other sisters was really good at prank calls, and she could keep it going. She could keep a prank call going without laughing. I don't know how she did it. I would say one thing and I would start laughing, and nobody could, nobody could understand a word I was saying because I was like laugh talking, completely out of breath. I can't even talk. My mom said my sister and I sounded alike until I moved to the South. Well, I have lived in a lot of different places, and Western Pennsylvania has like its own accent. So, I think one thing that was really funny to my kids was when I went to visit my family, and then I started saying things like yins and pop. And they were like, "What are you doing? You don't talk like that." And I'm like, "Actually, I do." Actually, I do. It's just when I moved to the South, and, then that's when I started saying y'all. And I was a dance teacher. So if I didn't change the way I said certain words. Those kids did not understand me. And so I changed the way I said certain words. In Hawaii, I lived in Hawaii for a while. So I don't think I really ever got an accent in Hawaii, but there were certain words that you kind of pick up in Hawaii. I lived in Maryland, lived in Virginia, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, California, Hawaii. And it is easy to pick up like the accent, a southern accent. Well, the thing about pranking Missy, though, I don't think she's probably that gullible. I am so gullible. I mean, one time I was working at a store, and my husband called me and pranked me and pretended he was an angry customer, and he kept it going for a long time. And I was like, are you complaining about this? Like, it was not a man that came in and complained about this, it was a woman. And I was like at work, and he kept it going a really long time, and I was mad, but mostly because I had to wait on customers through that whole thing. But mostly I was mad because of how gullible I was, and I felt really stupid. Okay, I'm at the end of the row. I know the name. Yeah, my ex-husband was in the military. I'm not with him anymore, though, of course. I had to leave him, but I had a lot of fun adventures, and I got to live a bunch of different places, and that was cool. Hi, Leanne. How are you? Good day, mate. She's saying good morning from Australia. Uh-oh. So I'm on top edge row 2. It's chain 2 and half double crochet in each stitch across. Let's see, how long have I, what does it say? Okay, now it's doing that. Okay. All right, let me see. I think I'll do this next. Let's see how long it takes me to do this row. See how far I get. I'm going to leave this attached, and I'm going to now bring in the blue for the all right, what's happening? It's not. Is it moving now? No. Come on now. Maybe it's time to be done. Maybe I'm done. Leanne says, I'm on a craft retreat in a couple of hours. I'm so excited. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm not gonna mess around with this too much more. Hi. Yeah, it's acting up. Oh, there it is. Now let's see if I can get it to work. How about now? Ooh, we have video. All right. I'm gonna do one more row, and y'all tell me if it's too glitchy. You know what? I can see that it is, so I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna turn it in. You know, I'm just not gonna mess with technology too much. I hear Mercury's in retrograde, so I'm also hungry, like really hungry. I didn't have any dinner. All right, my friends, should I hold it up? Let me bring TikTok down. Do 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 do. There it is. Good night, y'all. Have a good night. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. It'll probably be earlier if I am able to come on. All right. Have a good one. Bye. Mwah, mwah. No worries, Leanne. Don't worry about it. We'll see you next time.